Hey guys, what's up? We back with some more reading cards and books on motorways and A roads fun. So we are watching 2025 end of the year one. So if you see you want to watch, keep watching everyone, and see you later by the end of this video screen. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? We back with some more card games fun. So we are just trying to play the cards about road signs. Okay? Let's open this. What's this sign? Stay in the lane. That's right. Stay in the lane. What's this sign? Traffic signals. Traffic signals means if there's a warning sign, you must slow down. Okay? That's right. Traffic signals. We'll go for the next one. What's this sign? Controlled zone. What's this? Controlled zone. If you see Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And next is 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That means no parking at any time. So let's go for the next one. What's this sign? Roundabout. You know this, guys. It's roundabout. If you take the first exit, second exit, and third exit, and fourth exit, it's the roundabout sign. It's a warning sign. If the vehicle's going to slow down, there's a roundabout ahead. Yeah, let's go for the next one, guys. What's this sign? Home zone. The home zone is if they see it's the shortcut roads. If the vehicle parks from the side of the road, right and left, there's the home zone. That's right, home zone. Let's close this. What's this sign? No cycling. If you see no cycling sign is, but we can't cycle on the highway, on the motorway, and dual carriageways because it's too slow. That's for the urban roads only. What's this sign? One way. You know this, guys. It's one-way sign. If you go from the home areas and the main roads, if they took the roundabout for the main road for the shoppings, the one way. In the hometown, the home areas, they go 20 miles per hour. Yeah? Let's go for the next one. What's this sign? Escape lane. Escape lane is, it means if there's a no through road and if there's a industrial area sites and the National Highway Centre, yeah? If the main roads, busy roads, go to keep right and not to go this area, that's for access only. It's right. We'll go for the next one. What's this sign? This is quayside. The quayside is if the car accidentally go under the water. It's a warning sign to be very careful. What's this sign? Picnic area. In the picnic area, we go through parks. If you go to the park and we go for the lunch, that's a picnic area. That's right, picnic area. If we take a break, that's better. 150 yards. Yards. What's this sign? Road narrowed. I know this one. It's road narrows. The road narrows is if there's a single file, if there's traffic, roadworks, and over the bridge, there is the road narrows. And there is oncoming vehicles coming on the middle road. What's this sign? Grounding risk. Grounding risks is there is heavy vehicles go through this on level crossings. There's heavy vehicles, and if grounding risks, you know this, guys. What's this sign? Diversion. Diversion is if you avoid this traffic, if you avoid this road closed, if you avoid an accident, you must go for diversion. There you go, it's diversion. What's this sign? Elderly people. And that's right, elderly people. If they see an old man and a woman trying to cross the road, it's the warning sign. The old person crosses the road safely. That should be a warning sign to slow down. What's this sign? A stop sign. You know this, guys. It's a stop sign. The stop sign is if the vehicle's in the main road and the stop sign uses the main road. If they try to look both ways, then we can go straight ahead and turn right and turn left. That's the stop sign. To follow instructions by the level crossing, they put a stop sign. What's this sign? Quiet lane ends. The quiet lane ends if people walk sensibly and drive carefully, and bikes and horses. Quiet lane is if you go slowly, okay, and whisper. That's right, quiet lane ends. If you see school, it's a quiet lane. What's this sign? Ahead only. Ahead only means if you go straight ahead, if you go for one way, you go straight. It's ahead only. Well done. There's ahead only. If you see one way, then you can go for ahead only. Wide. What's this sign? Wide limit. If we see that's 2.2 meters and 6 and 6. If you see it's a narrow area and there is the railway bridge, that means no lorries allowed in here. Cars and vans only, and coaches, you can't go here. It's too narrow, or else it might cause an accident. What's this sign? Trams only. Trams only means if the tram goes that side, if they travel, like, remember that, Manchester and Leeds and Nottingham and Birmingham, they have the tram only. And Glasgow. And Edinburgh, there is an Edinburgh. This sign is no caravans. The caravans is no towed caravans. It's that sees the means you can't go. That's right, no caravans. What's this sign? A double bend. In the single carriageway, if we go 60 miles per hour on a straight road, there's double bends. Because you might go slow down. You must go 40 miles per hour. That's the warning sign. Or if you go 60 miles per hour, it might cause an accident. What's this sign? Wild animals. In wild animals, there's the deers, and they cross the road, but remember to be careful. There's wild animals. Okay? It's the warning sign. Otherwise you will cause an accident. What's this sign? Cattle. Cattle is, see, cows, sheep, and horses. They go on the farm. If the cow sign sees a warning sign, but you need to be careful. If they open the gate, the cows will go on this trailer and send it to the field. Yeah? What's this diversion sign? It's heritage site. Well done. It's heritage site. If you go from the park, if see the heritage site is, if you go far to the lakes, that means if it's private road, you can't use a level crossing to drive on private roads. Like something. Sometimes we do. What's this sign? No vehicles. That's right. No vehicles allowed. No vehicles allowed in no vehicles allowed in, like if you go to a high street level crossing, there's no vehicles. If you go to a city centre, there's no vehicles allowed. That's right, no vehicles. What's this sign? Congestion. Congestion is traffic in London. London, there's traffic. It's crowded. London, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool, and Edinburgh, and Glasgow, and Cardiff too. What's this sign? Weak Bridge. Well done. It's Weak Bridge. It's 18 tons MGW. The lorries can't go from the Weak Bridge, or else it might cause an accident. Lorries can't go for shortcut roads. What's this sign? Pedestrians. The pedestrian sign is, if you go on the dual carriageway, there's the pedestrians. But you have to be very careful, or else it might cause an accident. What's this sign? loaded only. But it's loaded only. If you load parcels and boxes, if we load sometimes if we load loaded only is if you park here, that's a loaded only. If we take something, yeah, that's right. What's this sign? Minimum speed limit. In minimum speed limit, it tells you to drive at night time. That sign is 40 miles per hour at night time. If we go to a single carriageway, if we go 40 miles per hour, it's for the night time only. What's this sign? School crossing. The school crossing tells you if it's a school zone, that will be very busy. The school time traffic, if we go 20 miles per hour in school zone, you might go 20 miles per hour. They'll be very busy. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. What's this sign? Aircraft noise. Aircraft noise is, if you go, the aircraft is going to travel to holiday. Well done, it's aircraft noise. What's this sign? Migratory toads. If you see a frog just going crossing the road, it might cause very dangerous. But you have to be very careful. What's this sign? Slippery road. In slippery roads, it goes skid. The slippery road, if you go for the single carriageway and the motorway and dual carriageways, it tells you to slow down if it's slippery and the severe weather and the rain. Yeah? That's right, guys. It's slippery road. What's this sign? Cycle lane. In the cycle lane, it tells you to go buses and taxis and cycles. If you go for that lane in city centre, like similar to London, Birmingham, and Manchester, Leeds, and Edinburgh and Glasgow. They're all, it's the similest country. Well done, guys. It's a cycle lane. What's this sign? Falling rocks. It's the falling rocks. It might cause a very dangerous, if falling rocks, like storm damage, it might cause a car accident. Like if you go to Wales, and if you go to a mountain, it's the falling rocks. But you need to be careful. What's this sign? No explosive. If you see a no explosive sign, if you see a vehicle fire, like cars, if they've got vehicle fire, well done. No explosive. That means if it calls a vehicle fire, they will be panic. What's this sign? Hospital A&E. Hospital is, the sign shows the hospital A&E. It's like similar to the university hospital. Yeah, guys? Have you heard that? Yeah. What's this sign? No pedestrians. No pedestrians is if you walk on the motorway and the dual carriageway and the sees no pedestrians. Or if the vehicle's going on the motorway, the sign will show pedestrians. And the report of the pedestrian sign, it might hit by a car. That's right. What's this sign? Danger ahead. Danger ahead it's a caution. A danger ahead is like incident and a vehicle fire. They might get injuries. Impossible. That's right. Danger ahead. What's this sign? Crossroads. In the crossroads, it tells the traffic lights. If you see a crossroad, you might steady and slow down. That's right, crossroads. You go turn left and turn right. What's this sign? Accident. An accident tells you the police. The police, it sees the accident. Motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. It tells the accident. Yeah? And the motorways message sign, it tells the accident. Yeah, let's go for next one. What's this sign? I can't pronounce restriction. Restriction. restriction sign is. It's hard to pronounce these signs. It tells to be cleared, like similar to the national speed limit sign. Yeah, that's right. Let's go for the next one. What's this sign? No entry. In the urban town, you see no entry, and the motorways are dual carriageways, the no entry. So the vehicles can't go the wrong side of the road, like the motorway. See, the oncoming vehicle, that's going 20 miles per hour in oncoming vehicle, sees this vehicle sees that there's no entry, yeah? And the slip road. What's this sign? Proceed left. Proceed left is like similar like to dual carriageways and single carriageways. No, dual carriageways sees proceed left. Yeah? So if you go one way, that's okay. What's this sign? Roadside water. If you see a roadside water, the vehicle turns by accident, it will get damaged. But you have to be cautious while driving, okay? Yes, that's right. Right. Roadside water. No U-turns. If I saw that the no U-turns is the tunnel and the motorway, and we can U-turn the dual carriageway, and sometimes not. Yeah, but you know U-turn. If you go to an urban road, then you can U-turn. What's this sign? Lane closure. The lane closure tells you if there is the lane closed, you might move to the left. Like tunnel, similar to tunnels and motorways and dual carriageways and urban roads. That's right. Lane closure. What's this sign? Bridge ahead. If you see a bridge crossing, it's like if the light shows, you must stop and wait. The boat can pass through. It's like London. It's like Tower Bridge. I see the warning sign tells you to slow down. What's this sign? End of the motorway. If we take the exit, there will be end of the motorway. The very variable speed limit ends. It's end of the motorway. So if we take the exit, it's a slip road. It's a left-hand drive. What's this sign? Delays possible. In delays possible, nighttime works 14 to 26 July is delays possible. Road works similar to motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. That's the nighttime works. If there's a road closed, you can skip the road and go for a different route. The best route. Yeah? What's this sign? Parking. You know this is, guys. It's the parking. If you park in a parking lot, it's free instead. If you park supermarkets and the way to park is the emergency refuge area and the dual carriageway. Yeah, you can park as the hard shoulder on the motorway. It's safe to do so. Well done. That's correct. What's this sign? No through road. If you see a no through road, if you go for a narrow road from the homes, that's a no through road. Like private roads, I saw that sign. Well, I saw that. You know, guys, the motorway. The motorway is the M62. They put the number of the routes, yeah? If the motorway start, if you leave the roundabout, and then you can start the motorway, it drives very fast, yeah? What's this sign? The emergency exit. In the tunnel, if the people are leaving this emergency exit, if you see a fire in the tunnel, we turn on hazard lights. And then you can leave the exit. By the nearest exit. Yes. If you see, it's the tunnel. If you park the tunnel, they show in the red X. So no overtaking the tunnel. It's unsafe. Well done, the emergency exit. There you go. What's this sign? Side winds. The side winds says if it's the wind warning. I saw the wind warning, and it's the trees falling down. That causes an accident. And the motorway and the dual carriageway and the single carriageway and the urban road. They also saw a side winds. Correct. That's side winds. What's this sign? The national speed limit. If you see the national speed limit, it drives only 70 miles per hour. Yeah? And the smart motorways saw if the message sign shows the national speed limit, it tells you to continue for your journey. Highways only. What's this sign? Humps. That's correct. Humps. If you see humps, I saw the humps. The humps tells you to slow down, like the urban roads and the pedestrian crossings and the narrow road in the urban road. So it tells you to slow down, and you go as 5 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour. Yeah? What's this sign? The maximum speed limit. It's 50 miles per hour maximum speed limit. 20 miles per hour. And 30 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour, and 60 miles per hour. So, you don't break the law when you follow the speed limit sign. Remember this. You don't break the law. If you see speed cameras, if they flashes, that will be a consequence. Yeah, that's the law. What's this sign? A T-junction. The T-junction tells you to turn right and without turning left. It's too narrow. T-junction, the bend right. Yes, that's correct. That's the T-junction. What's this sign? Roadworks. The roadworks tells you to slow down. If you see a roadwork sign on the motorway message sign that the lane's closed, yeah, that tells you to slow down. Motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. See the warning sign in roadworks. Well done. That's correct. Well done, guys. What's this sign? A sharp deviation. I saw that roundabouts have a sharp deviation. I say at the roundabout, take first exit and second exit and third exit and fourth exit. Yeah, the sharp bends to bend left and bend right. The sharp deviation. That's correct. What's this sign? The emergency phone. The emergency phone tells I saw the level crossing and miniature stoplights. If we call the level crossing, if you see reports of the problem and if it's the train strike, and then we can call to get the permission to have horses can cross the level crossing safely and look both ways, yeah? That's right, the emergency telephone. What's this sign? Junction on Bend. I saw the junction on Bend in single carriageways and urban roads. It's the junction on Bend. Well done. It's the junction on Bend. If it turns right, it's a narrow road, like shortcut roads. The shortcut roads are the fastest route. What's this sign? Services. Well done. You know that one. It's services. In services, we take a break, and if it says don't drive, tired. If you go to a service station, and like similar to motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways, and the petrol station is the services, and urban roads. Yeah, that's always correct. What's this sign? No right turn. I saw that traffic lights have a no right turn. It's similar to London. It's a no right turn sign. And left turn. It means if you go to a sharp bend, sharp right, it means no right. If you go to a sharp left, it's no left turn. Yeah, that's completely correct. What's this sign? Turn left ahead. If you go one way to say turn left side and see an urban road and a dual carriageway and a single carriageway, or if you turn left, it tells you to go one way without turning right. That's extremely correct. What's this sign? The country park. The country park. If you went to the park, the country park, it shows if the tourist attraction signs they put on the country park. If you go and visit the places, absolutely right. It's correct. What's this sign? No waiting. In the no waiting sign, it's like if you park at the double lines, no waiting at any time. You can't park. It's illegal. So it's no waiting at any time. Awesome. What's this sign? Queues likely. If you're stuck at the traffic, if there's a congestion, you must stay in the queue. If it's the queue caution, motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. It's the queues likely. And the slip road. It's queue on slip road. If there's the traffic lights on the roundabout, it's how you used to wait. this sign? Wild flow. It's like ducks. If you see wide flow fall, if in the park and the lake, it's a wild flow. If you feed ducks, it's a wild flow. That you need to be careful. What's this sign? Two-way traffic. The two-way traffic tells you to turn left and turn right to look both ways, like single carriageways and dual carriageways and urban roads. It tells you to turn left and turn right. Amazing! What's this sign? Temp diversion. Oh, that's the picture shows. It's the same one. Well done. The temporary diversion. It goes straight. Yeah. Brilliant. What's this sign? The giveaway. You know it's the giveaway. If you go for a T-junction, if you turn left and turn right, that's the giveaway. Brill. What's this sign? The drop-off only. It tells you it's no parking, maximum 10 minutes waiting. If you drop off at the train station and the urban road and the parking one, if you drop off like schools and shopping, that's the drop-off only. Excellent. What's this sign? Ice. Remember, if there is an inclement weather, it's an ice and snowy conditions. The weather conditions slippery and the motorway and dual carriageways are very dangerous. It might cause an accident. An ice. What's this sign? The ramped entrance. Wheelchairs and pedestrians are going to the... If you'll go for the citizenship on the buildings, that's the ramped entrance. Yeah, it's a priority and disabled holders. Yeah. Fabulous. What's this sign? You know this sign. The level crossing. the level crossing, you must stop and wait at the level crossing. You do not go if the red light is on. It might go for a trip. What happens if there's a level crossing? You must slow down, and if you might go 5 miles per hour. It's the crossing area, the railway tracks. This one, you can't trespass on the railway. It might needs a consequence if you trespass on the railway. Wow, it's brilliant. What's this sign? The mod vehicle. The mod vehicle tells, there's the mod vehicle, like the tanker. The mod vehicle, it's like in 1800s and 1900s. That's the mod vehicle. That means you have to be careful. It's a slow vehicle. You must overtake that, okay? Give the next one. The train station. You know this, guys. It's the train station. If you stop at the train station sign, then if you drop off the train station and park, we do that all the time. We just go to the train station. Absolutely correct. What's this sign? Overhead cables. If you see the overhead cables sign, it's the risk. It takes a risk. Like the railway, it's overhead wires. It's the train can pass the train. If you go past the train to the level crossing, it goes faster. Let's go to the next. What's this sign? A cycle route. That's warning. The cycle route. It's similar to Manchester, Leeds, and Liverpool, and Birmingham. How about also London? And then Edinburgh. There should be single carriageways and dual carriageways that saw the cycle sign and urban roads. Right, let's go to the next one. What's this sign? Hump Bridge. The Hump Bridge tells you to be careful. It's the Hump Bridge. And rivers and railways and road bridge, that tells you to stay cautious, okay? It's safe to do so. What's this sign? A height limit. The height limit, it says 4.4 meters and 14.6-6. If it's a height limit like railways, And if you see railways, the lorries can't go this area because it's dangerous. Otherwise the containers will get damaged and the trailer. That you need to be very careful, okay? What's this sign? A keep left. The keep left sign is roadworks and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. That's the keep left sign to move to that lane. Yeah? Beautiful. What's this sign? Loose. What's this sign? Loose shippings. If the loose shipping sign is like surface water, and if it's the wet weather, it's the loose shippings. It's sprayed on the road. That's the warning sign. Yeah, to tell us to slow down. What's this sign? The tourist information. The tourist information. If there is a tourist attraction sign, they put the information. I saw that. Perfect. What's this sign? Station junction sign. If it goes turn right, the first right and the second left. I saw that it's similar to single carriageways and dual carriageways and urban roads. That's the warning sign. Vehicles turning. They need to be very careful. Good. What's this sign? A priority. The priority sign is oncoming vehicles coming. That if the vehicle stops there, there's the passing place, and the vehicle go through, and then the vehicle go first, and the vehicle goes second. That's correct. Priority. What's this sign? A tunnel ahead. It's similar to motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways. The tunnel in dual carriageways and motorways, don't overtake the tunnel. It's illegal. If the vehicle moves to the right lane and stop without overtaking the tunnel, it's unsafe to overtake the tunnel. That we have to be very careful. Perfect sign. What's this sign? Oh, sorry. Speed cameras. The speed cameras is the flashing sign. Urban roads and dual carriageways and single carriageways and motorways. The speed camera sign, if vehicle breaks the law and he speeds too fast, and the police need a speeding ticket. Okay? That's right. If people break in the law, it's not very good to break the law. The law. What's this sign? The soft verge. The soft verge, if the car goes on the grass, by accidentally do that, you need to be very careful. If you park on that, it's not good. It's an accident. Don't worry. Correct. Soft verge. The soft verge. What's this sign? The sports centre. No. The sports centre, if you go on football and cricket and baseball and basketball, it's the sports centre to visit. The stadium. What's this sign? No stopping sign. The no stopping sign is, well, that's correct. No stopping sign is motorways, dual carriageways, and single carriageways and slip roads. For no stopping, you can't stop everywhere. Go for the next one. What's this sign? An uneven road. The uneven road is motorways and dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads. The uneven road is like uneven road surface. We need to be careful and take care of it. Uneven road, you can't go fast. It causes accident. It's not good. Awesome. What's this sign? A zebra crossing sign. The zebra crossing sign is the zebra crossing. You know this. Zebra crossing. School crossing and pedestrian crossing and traffic light to cross the road safely. If you go dual carriageways and single carriageways and urban roads, you have to be careful. Zebra crossings ahead. But you need to want to wait until people crosses the road. Extremely right. What's this sign? Keep apart signs. 2 Shermans. It means if you go on the left-hand drive, 2 Shermans. If you go on motorway and 3 lanes, like hard shoulder, the motorway, yeah? Keep apart. That's right. What's this sign? Steep hill. It's 20%. If you go down on the steep hill, it goes fast. It'll be, so watch your speed limit. That's nice and good. What's this sign? No overtaking sign. Do you know what overtaking sign is? The no overtaking the bends of the single carriageway, no overtaking the tunnel, and no overtaking the urban road. That's illegal or might cause a crash. No overtaking the tunnel. That's right, that's been not yet done. We'll do the last one, okay, guys? Ooh, that's a dual carriageway sign. It's the countdown markers. It tells 200 yards on the dual carriageway and motorway. Yeah? So it's now finished. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you again with another video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? We are reading the East Lancashire Railway, a line-side guide by John Parry. Let's read this story of the book, okay? Read this. This booklet is not simply a history of the East Lancashire Railway. Rather, it is about the valley through which the railway runs and for which it was a lifeline for people and products. The people range from a Prime Minister, Sir Robert Peel, to characteristically unknown workers in the mills producing mainly cotton goods and paper, which were exported across the world. The journey from Haywood to Rawtenstall is presented considering issues prompted by what is seen as one travels along the line, either on the right, traveling north to Rawtenstall, or to the left. The text is divided into 4 sections. First, it is a short history of the line, followed by the journey from Haywood to Bury, then Bury to Ramsbottom, and then on to Rawtenstall. Let's read a little history. In 1843, plans were made to build a railway from Clifton Junction, just south of Radcliffe, to Rawtenstall along the Irwell Valley through Bury and Ramsbottom. Within a year, it was amalgamated with the became the Blackburnbury, Accrington and Colne Extension Railway and became known as the East Lancashire Railway. With that, Rawtenstall was no longer the primary goal, and Accrington was the then terminus. That said, the arrival of the first train to Rawtenstall on 25th September 1846 saw 600 passengers entertained to an elegant collegium at Mr. John Robinson Kay's new weaving shed. So much for the south-north development of the railway from Bury to Rawtenstall. The east-west section of the present railway from Bury to Haywood was part of a much longer line from Liverpool eventually to the West Riding and beyond, and was in service by November to the West Riding and beyond, and was in service by November 1848. The two lines intersected at Bury with the east-west line burrowing under the present East Lancashire Railway, roughly at the Buckley Wells yards just visible to the south of Bolton Street Station. Eventually, both lines were to become parts of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. As today, Bury was the headquarters of the original East Lancashire Railway. Imposing offices were built together with the station at Bolton Street. By 1916, there was an electric train service to Manchester. In 1947, the station was destroyed by fire, rebuilt by 1952, when the station entrance was completed, much in the same form as it is today. Sadly, the same was the case for the original ELR office block demolished in the 1970s, basically on the same footprint as the buildings on platform 2 today, which were built in a style sympathetic to an early age. What was not rebuilt was the clock turret above the entrance, described as perhaps the most fantastic clock turret of all the pointed wooden French affair that perched so incongruously on top of the frontage awning of all places at Bury Bolton Street. The journey Haywood to Bury. Let's assume that you are starting your journey at Haywood. There's free parking, which saves the frustration of trying to find a parking space in Bury. Haywood was a mill town. In 1817, there were 10 mills. By 1891, there were 30, and eventually it is said there were about 150 mills manufacturing cotton, fustian, hard-wearing, twilled cloth, tea, cloths, towels, velvets, and Egyptian and American cottons. In the early days, workers included Papua children brought from southern England to work in the mills between 1835 and 1837. 300 such children were brought into Lancashire. That system continued until 1885, close to Haywood Station car park, and on the left as you walk to the station entrance were the now long since demolished Perseverance Mills. They were founded by the cooperative movement in 1860 as spinning and weaving mills. Leading members of the cooperative movement lived in Haywood close to Rochdale, where the first co-op store was started by the Rochdale. Pioneers in 1884 saw that working people had access to flour, sugar, butter, and oats which were not contaminated by sawdust and milk, nor diluted with questionable water. In time, the railway was to be used to distribute both the produce of the mills and goods sold by the co-op movement. Once you gain access to the platform at Haywood, you'll notice the building that once housed the Phoenix Brewery. It was to be found on Audience survey maps by 1890 and continued to brew until was closed in 1956. There's a microbrewery functioning on the site, a present one of many found along the route of the ELR looks out for the beer. Aficionados trips, also known as the ELR trails, advertised from the time to time. At some distance beyond the level crossing was the Green Lane Wagon Works, opened by the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway in 1863. Not only were wagons made there, but many were brought from all over the country to repair. It was closed in 1993 and is the first reminder that so much was delivered by rail until road haulage dominated logistics in the UK. The Haywood station you now see is not the original one which was opened in 1841, nor its later replacement, though there still remains some evidence of the original platform on the opposite side of the Whistle Stop Cafe coach. The line well used, providing vital access for workers communicating between Bolton and Rochdale were before your age of the car. Likewise, holiday traffic on summer Saturdays took excited families through Haywood from Yorkshire, towns of Blackpool, Southport, and North Wales, or in the opposite direction, from Merseyside to the East Coast. By the 1960s, even people own cars, few would consider driving much further than 50 miles in pre-motorway times. Haywood Station was closed to passenger traffic in 1967, but the line was retained for a regular freight service from Manchester to Rawtenstall, taking coal to the British Fuels Coal Concentration Depot there. 1 mile to the west of Haywood Station was Broadfield Station, the buildings of which are now demolished. A new housing estate was being built on the site, and although the platforms still exist, they are completely overgrown and barely noticeable. However, this was once a busy station with as many as 30 trains a day passing through in both directions in 1950s. Slowly used declined, and by late in 1970 the service was brought to a halt once the nearby New York mill was served by the station, whilst in the 1930s the RAF opened a supply depot with sufficient seedlings. It is said to accommodate in 180 wagons. Wow, that's an old map. That's beautiful. Moving on, the train heads west along that is now a single track, much of which had to be cleared of thousands of tons of the earth. It then passes over the M66 motorway and climbs steeply to pass over the Metrolink line from Bury to Manchester. This incline is not inconsiderable and has been nicknamed the ski slope. If you return by the train to Haywood, listen out of after leaving Bury Station for the distinctive change of beat locomotives. Both steam and diesel take the strain to pull carriages up the incline. It's about this point after we pass over the Metrolink line and just before the sharp right turn into Bury Bolton Street Station that there is scarcely any indication that here was once a station known as Bury Norsley Street. It had originally been the terminus of a line from Liverpool to Bury, but this was later opened eastwards to Rochdale and further. It was a no in substational station, providing a service to more than 100 mills in the area and bringing raw materials from Salford docks and Liverpool and sending on finished goods exported through the same docks. Goods sheds were built beside the station, large seedlings were laid, and a connecting line installed to provide direct access to a line of Salford docks prior to our line making a sharp curve to Bolton Street Station. There was once a junction taking line down and under the ELR's present day. Buckley Wells, Sidlings and workshops and on towards Liverpool. That line has since long gone. Let's do the Buckley Wells. Before we enter Bolton Street Station, there is quite sharp bend. It's at this point, if you are at the front of the train on the left, that you'll see the fireman lean down from the cab to give one of the signalmen something that looks like a tennis racket without strings. It actually has a pouch on it with a token inside. No train can be in the Haywood to Bury stretch of single line track without that token. Thus, two trains running in opposite directions cannot collide because only the train with the token is allowed on the line. Since the early days of railway, signalmen have been known as bobbies. If you think that what policemen were known as, then you are thinking on the right lines. Since the time of Liverpool and Manchester railway, officers were on duty at railway stations and were responsible for the safe and efficient working of the trains. This is the VR lights one. It shows this is the one. Okay. Railway companies employed their own policing staff to safeguard their property and keep an eye on the navvies who build the railways. These bobbies were the first people to control trains, and it is said indicated that a train could move away by taking off an obstruction they had put on the line, thus taking off the signal. The Liverpool and Manchester bobbies developed a basic code of signals which later became the foundation for a comprehensive system agreed at the conference in Birmingham in 1840. To this day in system agreed that the railway parlance when a signal shows a train can move, it is said that the signal is off. You'll see repeater signs on many stations elsewhere with the word off lit when appropriate. As the train takes the curve to the right, on your left, you'll just catch the glimpse of the buildings and yards at Buckley Wells. Behind the scenes, a great deal is going on. In the carriage and wagon shed, usually unseen staff and volunteers spend hours maintaining and repairing the railway's aging carriage fleet. If you wonder about the price of tickets, please remember the price of coal has risen 4 or 5-fold, and the cost of repairing, for instance, corroded panels and roofs and carriages that have been out in all weathers for 50 and more years. We cannot run the railway unless we fulfill fitness to run examinations and health and safety checks. Your safe journey is made possible because of many unsung heroes, among whom we must include the permanent way, who see to the maintenance of the track 12 miles plus. Don't forget the seedlings in length. There's a heavy job and more complex than meets the eye necessitation work in whatever the weather and often in places of difficult access. This is the network rail with the orange jacket. Then there is the locomotive works, where locomotives are repaired and maintenance. One tends to overlook the fact that every 10 years, amongst other matters, boilers have to be thoroughly examined to ensure they are fit for purpose and can be insured. The building itself has quite a history. Originally built in Victorian times, the leaking roofs are proof of that. The building has since serviced not only a repair shop, but it was also used to house, repair and maintain the electric multiple until on the Bury to Manchester line, now the basis of the Metrolink service. Recently refurbished in the Buckley Wells complex, something known as the Earl of Bradford's platform. Seemingly, the said Earl was able to run his carriage horse-drawn onto a railway wagon so that his own carriage at his destination. Think along the lines of the service of cars once offered between London, Paddington and Cornwall. We no longer offer this service, there being few horse-drawn carriages owned nowadays, but you might be able to hire Mr. Peter Waterman's luxury observation saloon for that special Association have a word at the ticket office. And this is the ticket. Bury Bolton Street Station. The station was originally opened in 1846 by the Manchester, Bury and Rossendale Railway to serve the town of Bury, whose castle dates back to 14th century. Bury was the birthplace of Sir Robert Peel. Known as the founder of the police, he was responsible for the repeal in 1846 of the Corn Laws, which had blocked the cheap imported grain. Today, Bury is known for its back puddings and for one of the best markets in the UK. With the advent of the Metrolink service, a new terminus transport hub was built, leaving the East Lancashire Railway Society with the task of rebuilding our station much as it is today. It was reopened on July 25th, 1987. To the stage trains, obscene the conquering hero come played by the Irwell Forge Band repudiated echoing the music played that at the opening of the first station in 1846. The present station reflects something of the 1950s stations designs of the London, Midland and Scottish Railway. In the main, the most used platforms are 3 and 4, with 2 mainly used for the dining train, consisting of some of the most beautifully restored and maintained coaches in ELR fleet. The roof over platform 2 was originally at Oldham Mumps station, but with the coming of Metrolink, it was taken down and reassembled at Bolton Street. Restoring the heritage railway is never a straightforward job, for just the canopy was prepared for the installation of the glass, the supplier was declared bankrupt and £18 was lost by the ELR. However, thanks to the considerable generosity of supporters, that sum and more was raised to provide the covering seen today. You've seen a raised of to provide the covering seen today. You'll see an acknowledgement of our donors generously displayed on the plaque on the pub wall where customers the excellent bar on the platform may relax. By the same token, railway staff are appreciative of the tea and pies provided by catering folk at our station. This is steam railway. Bury to Ramsbottom. The line now runs north towards Rawtenstall. On leaving Bolton Street Station, there is a short tunnel said to be in British rail days the shortest tunnel on the National Railway network, for which locomotives had to sound a whistle or a horn on entering it. After going through the tunnel, you'll find the Bury Transport Museum on the left. Well worth a visit. It was originally a goods shed used in the early days of the railway. Now there is a collection of buses, lorries, and vans, many which date from the 1950s, bringing back memories to an older generation. There is also a remarkable model railway layout, well illustrating both Bury Bolton Street and Knowsley Street stations as they were before closure through beaching cuts. Shortly after leaving Bury, there was once a branch line 4 miles towards Holcombe Brook. A viaduct can be seen on the railway, which would have carried the line over the Irwell. It was opened in 1882. Built in 1912, was the scene of trails of electric railway designed for Brazil, made by Dick Kerr and Co. of Preston. That company installed overhead wiring and supplied the rolling stock. It was one of the earliest electric railway systems in the world when trains entered public service in July 1913. By 1918, it was converted to a third pickup to match the Manchester to Bury system. Passenger services continued in 1952. Freight services continued to Holcombe Brook until 1960 and Tottington until 1963, but it was then closed. Today, it is the pedestrianist and forms part of the Kirkless Trail. Burrs Country Park station is close to Caravan Park on the left, which is on the site of Burrs Mill, built in 1792 and owned amongst others by the Peel family and forming one of Bury's oldest original industrial communities. It was water powered originally, but the looms were later steam powered. Basic housing was built for the workers in back-to-back style with earthen floors. The employees were mainly women and children who worked 12-hour shifts. The spinners who worked at night were predominantly teenage girls who earned 11 shillings 55 pence a week. Only a handful of men and boys were employed to maintain and clean the machines. Little of the mill is to be found now. A caravan club site, it is the excellent starting point of caravan club members who are entitled to significant discounts of railway. This is Burrs Country Park photo. Behind the caravan site, there is a promontory, said the Roman fort, but actually it is an Iron Age fort dating from the 5th century BCE, continuing in use until the 1st or 2nd century CE. It was not attacked by the Romans because Cartimandua, the queen of the local tribe, the Brigantes, was the client ruler of the Romans. Much later, the Saxons knew of the fort and gave it its name. Thus, it's a corruption of the Old English burg, a fort, feed, place, cf. Burg in German. It may be that the name Bury is developed from the same burg route. As the train continues north with the river Irwell on our left, we enter Somerset Station with its well-tended flower beds. Passing over the Brook's Bottom Viaduct just to the north of the village, one sees a fine-looking mill built in 1773. Today, it is a grade IV number 2 listed building converted to luxury flats with pub and restaurant. A far cry from the noise and bustle in 1023 looms that were once operated there. The bridge seen from the train is where the waterside inn was situated, but the floods of Boxing Day of 2015 rendered it unsafe. It had been partially washed away and remains were demolished. The workers' cottages in nearby Thorn Street were used in the 1980s TV series Brass, which satirized working class period dramas of 1970s. Mills along the length of the railway line were dependent of the raw cotton improved very often from the cotton fields of the USA. Such imports provided much needed work of the working people of the valley. But there was a terrible downside of such businesses. Much of the cotton was grown by slaves. With this mind, in 1845, the Ladies' Free Grown Cotton Movement, based in Manchester, published a leaflet listing the names of Northwest manufacturers and sellers of cotton goods made from cotton was tanned by bean, produced by slave owners between 1833, when slavery was made illegal in the British Empire, and 1865, when it was abolished in America. Those manufacturers who use such cotton use the slogan "free grown cotton" in the promotion of their goods. That said, from mill owners still benefited by continuing to import slave-grown cotton. Having passed through Somerset, the station now enters the 423-yard-long Brooks Bottom Tunnel, followed by the Nuttall Tunnel, the north end of which is decorated by corbels said to represent local dignitaries of previous generations. Please do not stick your head out of the window to confirm this. This is the train of the tunnel. This is very dark. They put lights onto the passenger trains, yeah? Line passes over the River Irwell once again. It actually crosses the Irwell 9 times in its journey to Rawtenstall. Before entering Ramsbottom, you'll have seen the monument to Sir Robert Peel in the distance on the left-hand side of the train. It was opened in September 1852 and it's 100 feet, 39 meters high, and from there on a clear day there is a view of North Wales, Yorkshire and North Lancashire. The Manchester Guardian of the time declared that it was not a specimen of architectural beauty. It was said to be built without the permission of the local landowner, the Duke of Buccleuch. Each Good Friday people climb Holcombe Moor, 1,100 feet and 335 meters, presumably to see the view rather than the monument. Ramsbottom was developed in the 19th century as a manufacturing and mill town, mainly involved a spin weaving and printing materials. Given the proximity of the river, most of the mills were originally water powered. Presently, the river is source of fine soft water of the microbreweries that have sprung up nearby. There was a family of industrialists in Ramsbottom in the mid-19th century called Grant, removed of their benevolence when were the Grant twins, William and Daniel. It is said the Charles Dickens went to Manchester to meet them. So impressed was he that they became the exemplars of the Cheery brothers in Nicholas Nickleby. There is, however, another side to mill employment at the time. Some mill owners paid their workers with tokens redeemable at the mill's own shops. Thus, mill owners recycled wages back into their own coffers and charged more of groceries than local shops. The landlord of the Grant Arms Hotel was also willing to redeem the tokens, but at a price, whilst the station at Ramsbottom looks as though it was an original construction. It was built from scratch by Preservation Society in a style influenced by the designs of the original ELR engineer, John Perring. 1813 and 1869. He also wrote an early definitive book on the construction of the pyramids as Giza, still available through internet bookshops. The present day station was opened on June 19th in 1989. Because there is a passing loop, this is the point at which trains await the arrival of any train going in the opposite direction. Tokens are exchanged, all following the onward journey and ensuring that it is safe to proceed. Safety is paramount on our heritage railways. Hence, trackside fencing is regularly inspected and maintained, and passenger trains are not allowed run at more than 25 miles per hour. At one time, there was a goods yard and warehouse on the left-hand side. Yet another reminder of how much was delivered by rail, providing employment for local carriers who used horse-drawn wagons, and after the Second World War, redundant army vehicles. So there's people are walking next to the lake, okay? To Rawtenstall. We journey on trundling over the level crossing towards Stubbins and the one-time site of marshalling yards large enough to accommodate some 800 wagons. If the goods yard at the various stations remind us of the importance of freight, the marshalling yards would emphasize the point and the fact that it is all disappeared from the railways and fills our motorways. The Stubbins marshalling yards, however, the pale of insignificance in comparison with crew were statics for 1938 shows that more than 40,000 goods wagons passed through the yards were in a normal week. At Stubbins, original routes diverged. A double line climbed its way northwest to Accrington, beyond to Preston, and holiday makers to Blackpool. Such excursions by train are long gone. Today's ELR train takes what would have been the branch line to Rawtenstall, but the left we can see the viaduct which once carried the line to Accrington across the Irwell. We, however, carried the line to Accrington across the Irwell. We, however, move into the Irwell and the area where the spectral scenes of a certain bank advert featuring a black horse running alongside Flying Scotsman was filmed. The film was reversed, so it's not easy to recognize the actual site. The closure of the Bury-Accrington line had an impact not only on local journeys but also terms of cross-country passenger services. Once trains running south along our line would have included such as the ones that left Corn on a summer Friday evening to travel overnight to Bournemouth, conveying 1960s holiday makers, both erstwhile goods and passenger trains pointed out the way in which railways were the foundation of life in pre and post-war Britain. And this is the this is the station, Rawtenstall. Our supplies of various kinds were carried by rail. Trains took people to work, shipped the wars they make, and took people on holiday. Ivelvale is a new station built just south of the old Ewood Bridge station, which itself was reconstructed after it had been destroyed by booms and dropped by a zeppelin on the 25th of September 1916. The 27-year-old captain of the airship is said on his return to base to have reported that he had bombed Derby. He was somewhat mistaken. ELR passengers assured of their safety. No Zeppelins have been reported recently over the Irwell Valley. After passing through Irwell Vale, keep an eye out of the local sewage farm, and if that kind of things interest you. During the Second World War, it was the having bombed Liverpool managed to discharge a bomb that had previously failed to drop. No one was killed or injured, but had it been released a second or two later, it would have destroyed a terrace of workers' cottages, killing many. And this is the Rawtenstall. Our train passes over two level crossings and enters Rawtenstall station. The original station building was opened in 1849. 10 years later, a story goods shed added with cattle pens and seedlings, all now long since gone. The town itself developed as the manufacturing town during the Industrial Revolution, especially with regard to the manufacture of cotton, practically mixed with linen and known as fustian. It was hard-wearing, easy to clean, and useful in many climates. The town was also known for the manufacture of clogs. It is said the clog fighting was not uncommon, known as puring. Opponents kicked each other with iron-tipped clogs. Less detrimental was sparking, and an amusement of young lads who kicked the stone sets, who could produce the most sparks. Clog making later gave way to shoe production together, thanks to locally produced felt, with the manufacture of slippers, which were shipped all over the world. This ceased in the 1980s. of cheaper overseas production. Rawtenstall is the site of the still functioning Mr. Fitzpatrick's Temperance Bar, which claims to the only such bar the United Kingdom. The temperance movement was started in the 1830s and arose out of the concern of the day about alcohol consumption and drunkenness, which were caught to the great danger of society. His well-being 1838 group of characters considered the adoption of the temperance movement by working class people to indicate that the working class were responsible enough. They granted the vote. A development of the beverages available on sale in Lancashire as an alternative to alcohol was Vim Tonic, nowadays available under the name Vimto. So this is for Christians only. We don't do that. Your journey comes to an end of the rivality newly built station of Rawtenstall, complete with refreshment rooms and a clock tower based on the design of the one burned down a Bury, though a little less French. The original station was demolished when the line was closed to passenger traffic in 1972. The new station ensures the designs of previous railway companies cost 250k to build and was opened on 16th April 1992. Enjoy your return journey by John Parry. So, and this is the map, okay? It is like a railway line, and this, it's all these. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again with another video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more dual carriage race fun. So here we are at A14 to Huntingdon Bypass, Southern Bypass. We're driving to Cambridge to A14. They have 3 lanes in A14 in Huntingdon Southern Bypass. Hey guys, what's up? We back as some more great British railway stations fun. So we need to play the cards. How to play? Can't see, it's blur. The screen is blurring. Number of players 2 to 8. Aim of the game: win all 55 railway stations from your setup. Shuffle and deal out all the cards face down. If there are 3, 5 or 6 of you won't all start with the same number of cards. The player to go first is the last person to have been on a train. Or if there are 3, 5 or 6 of you, it's the player with the most cards in play. Pick your deck and flip the top card so only you can see it. If it's you going first, choose a category from your top card and read out the railway station's name, followed by that category and the rating. For explain catering architectural 5. Let's go to that later. Pause it for a minute. Guess what's this station name? Crewe. Well done, guys. Crewe. In Crewe, it has 12 platforms, architectural 4, food outlets 5, satisfaction 75.1%, annual footfall 3.3 meters. So let's go for the next one. What's this station name? Guess what's this? Landfair Pool. Landfair Pool it has 2 platforms, 2 architectural, 0 food outlets, 90% satisfaction, 21k annual footfall. This is well done. It's Landfair Pool. What's this train station name? Guess, guys. Manchester Piccadilly. Guess. Check if it's correct. Yes, that's correct. It's Manchester Piccadilly. It has 14 platforms, 5 architecture, 11 food outlets, 79.9% satisfaction, 30.1 meters annual footfall. It has in Manchester they have the Northern Rail. It has trams, Metrolink, and Transpennine Express, and somehow what's this train station name? Guess. Glasgow Central. Glasgow Central. That's correct. It has 17 platforms, 8 architecture, and 15 food outlets. 87.8% satisfaction. 32.8 meters annual footfall. Let's go to the next one. What's this train station name? Nuneaton. Nuneaton. It has 7 platforms, 5 architecture, 1 food outlets, 74% satisfaction, 1.3 meters annual footfall. That's correct. What's this train station name? It's St. Pancras International. It's in London. It has 15 platforms, 10 architecture, 22 food outlets, 96% satisfaction, 36 meters annual footfall. What's this train station name? Broad Green. Broad Green. It has 2 platforms, 1 architecture, and 0 food outlets, and 70.6% satisfaction, 424k annual footfall. It has a northern rail. What's this train station name? Guess. Bat and Ball. That's extremely correct. It has 2 platforms, 5 architecture, 1 food outlets, 69% satisfaction, 131k annual footfall. What's this train station name? Guess. It's Temple Combe. That's correct. Temple Combe. It has 1 platform, 4 architecture, 0 food outlets, 86% satisfaction, 108k annual footfall. What's this train station name? Guess. In Northeast. Sunderland. Let's see, it's correct. Yes, it's Sunderland. It has 4 platforms, 2 architecture, 0 food outlets, and 54.1% satisfaction, 442k annual footfall. Brilliant. What's this train station name? Bristol Temple Meads. That's correct. That's correct. Bristol Temple Meads. That's near South Wales, Cardiff and Newport. It has in Bristol Temple Meads. It has 13 platforms, 8 architecture, 7 food outlets, 83% satisfaction, 11 million annual footfall. What's this train station name? Clapham Junction. It's near London. It's Great Western Railway. It has 17 platforms, 5 architecture, 11 food outlets, 63% satisfaction, 29.5 million annual footfall. Awesome. What's this train station name? I know this. Preston. That's right. Preston Station. In Preston Station, it has 7 platforms, 7 architecture, 5 food outlets, 77% satisfaction, 4.6 million annual footfall. Amazing. A new word. What's this train station name? Wemyss Bay. It's complete. That's right. It has Wemyss Bay. It has 2 platforms, 8 architecture, 2 food outlets, 92.6% satisfaction, 214k annual footfall. Wow, that's very big. That's the main train station if everybody goes there. I know this one. What's this train station name? Birmingham New Street. In Birmingham New Street, it has 12 platforms, 8 architecture, 15 food outlets, 89.2% satisfaction, 48 million annual footfall. Excellent. What's this train station name? Fort William. In Fort William, it has 2 platforms, 2 architecture, 1 food outlets, 91% satisfaction, 160k annual footfall. Brill. I know this one. We went to Grimsby level crossing. It's called Grimsby Town. What's this train station name? Guess. Grimsby Town Station. It has 3 platforms, 4 architecture, 0 food outlets, 83% satisfaction, 457k annual footfall. What's this train station name? It's Hull Paragon Interchange. This very big train station. It has 7 platforms, 7 architecture, 4 food outlets, 78.9% satisfaction, 2.35 million annual footfall. I know this one. In northwest of England. What's this train station name? It's Carlisle Citadel. That's right. It has 8 platforms, 8 architecture, 4 food outlets, 86% satisfaction, 2.7 million annual footfall. What's this train station name? Bewley. In Bewley train station, it has one platform, zero architecture, zero food outlets, 100% satisfaction, 48k annual footfall. This is a small train station. It's similar to Scotland and Wales. It has a single track. What's this train station name? I know this Edinburgh. What's this train station name? Edinburgh Waverley. In Edinburgh Waverley, it has 20 platforms, 8 architecture, 10 food outlets, 88.5% satisfaction, 24 million annual footfall. What's this train station name? What's Stanwell in the it has the East Midlands Railway. It has one platform, 3 architecture, 0 food outlets, 83.7% satisfaction, 23k annual footfall. That's right. What's this train station name? Tilbury Town. In Tilbury Town, it's C2C railway. It's close to Basildon and Grays. It has 2 platforms, 1 architecture, 1 food outlets, 47% satisfaction, 1.2 million annual footfall. That's right, Tilbury Town is next to the level crossing in Tilbury. East Tilbury and West Tilbury level crossings. They're matched to the matched to the station. I know this one. This is the South Coast Railway. What's this train station name? Penzance. In Penzance station, it has 4 platforms, 5 architecture, 0 food outlets, 85% satisfaction, 570k annual footfall. I know this train station. What's this train station? It's Liverpool Lime Street. That's correct. It has 10 platforms, 9 architecture and 7 food outlets, 87.2% satisfaction and 14.2 million annual footfall. What's this train station name? Whitstable. In Whitstable train station, it has 2 platforms, 3 architecture, 1 food outlets, 79.3% satisfaction, 900k annual footfall. I know in Northwest Beach. And what's this train station name? Blackpool North. In Blackpool North, it has 6 platforms, 3 architecture, 2 food outlets, 74% satisfaction, 1.55 million annual footfall. Fabulous. And there's a Blackpool in next to the beach. There's Lancashire Blackpool. What's this train station name? I know this Luton. It's called Luton Airport Parkway. It has 4 platforms, 2 architecture, 1 food outlets, 48% satisfaction, 4.1 million annual footfall. I know what's this train station name. In the southeast, it's Dungeness. In Dungeness train station, it has 2 platforms, 3 architecture, 1 food outlets, 98.9% satisfaction, 90k annual footfall. It has the miniature railway. It's very small and tiny train. Ooh, I know this train station. What's this train station name? Leeds. Leeds train station. It has 18 platforms, 6 architecture, 17 food outlets, 79% satisfaction, 30.8 million annual footfall. I know this Manchester train station. What's this train station name? Manchester Victoria train station. In Manchester Victoria, it has 6 platforms, 7 architecture, 4 food outlets, 78% satisfaction, 8.9 million annual footfall. Awesome. This train station name? Bedford Station. It has 5 platforms, 2 architecture, 1 food outlets, 76% satisfaction, 4.6 million annual footfall. In Bedford train station, West Midlands Railway, what's this train station name? Exeter St Davis Station. That's right, it has 6 platforms, 5 architecture, 3 food outlets, 82% satisfaction, 2.6 million annual footfall. That's correct. What is this train station name? It's called Great Yarmouth train station. It has 3 platforms, 2 architecture, 2 food outlets, 89.5 satisfaction, 381k annual footfall. Absolutely. What's this train station name? I know this one. It's Leicester train station. It has 4 platforms, 7 architecture, 2 food outlets, 77% satisfaction, 5.6 million annual footfall. Amazing. I know this train station. It's south of England, next to the Brighton beach. What's this train station name? Brighton. It's Brighton. It has 8 platforms, 7 architecture, 7 food outlets, 81.8% satisfaction, 17.4 million annual footfall. It's Brighton train station. What's this train station name? Silverdale. In Silverdale, it has 2 platforms, 3 architecture, 0 food outlets, 90.4% satisfaction, 48k annual footfall. In Silverdale train station, it's next to Furness, Barrow-in-Furness in Lancashire. The Northern Rail, like in Windermere. What's this train station name? Huddersfield train station. It has 6 platforms, 9 architecture, 4 food outlets, 49% satisfaction, and 4.9 million annual footfall. Correct. What's this train station name? Stratford-upon-Avon. In Stratford-upon-Avon, it has 3 platforms, 5 architecture, 0 food outlets, 84% satisfaction, 1.3 million annual footfall. In Stratford-upon-Avon, it's like in William Shakespeare, like the king. In Warwickshire, what's this train station name? It's near Southampton and Havant and Portsmouth. It's called Chichester. Chichester has 2 level crossings. It has 2 platforms, 1 architecture, 2 food outlets, 62.6% satisfaction, 3 million annual footfall. Brilliant. What's this train station name? Burney Arms Station. It has 1 platforms, 0 architecture, 0 food outlets, 80% satisfaction, 442 annual footfall. That's right, Burney Arms. It has no architecture and no food outlets. It has the 1 platform. It's a small train station. I know this Bath. What's this train station name? Bath Spa. In Bath Spa train station, it has 2 platforms, 6 architecture, 0 food outlets, 89.5% satisfaction, 6.5 million annual footfall. Oh, it has the traffic light in this picture. What's this train station name? Taunton Station. Next to the Taunton level crossing. It has 6 platforms, 3 architecture, 1 food outlets, 82% satisfaction, 1.5 million annual footfall. Awesome. What's this train station name? Cleethorpes. It has Northern Rail and Transpennine Express and East Midlands Railway. It's next to Grimsby. Cleethorpes station. It has 3 platforms, 3 architecture, 0 food outlets, 86.1% satisfaction, 296k annual footfall. Next to that, beach in the east of England. What's this train station name? I know this word. Thurso station, like Thurso. It has 1 platform, 2 architecture, 0 food outlets, 97% satisfaction, 39k annual footfall. Into Thurso station is very far away up to the United Kingdom, far away, like A9 route. Thurso, it has some level crossings and there's a flight very far away to drive. What's this train station name? It's Shippy Hill, next to that level crossing. It has 2 platforms, 1 architecture, 0 food outlets, 78% satisfaction, 432 annual footfall. I know this train station. What's this train station name? Reading. It has 15 platforms, 8 architecture, 9 food outlets, 82.2 satisfaction, 17.1 million annual footfall. It's Reading. What's this train station name? Denton. In Denton train station, I think it should be a level crossing. It has 2 platforms, 0 architecture, 0 food outlets, 76.7% satisfaction, 46 annual footfall. Hooray! We all got sorted. I know this train station where we went to Canary Wharf. We went to the tube train. What's this train station name? Paddington. In Paddington, it has 16 platforms, 6 architecture, 15 food outlets, 88.8% satisfaction, 38.2 million annual footfall. In Paddington train station, it's very big and it's the main train station. Everybody goes there, and it's called GWR. It's Great Western Railway and Southern Western Railway. In London, what's this train station name? Waterloo station. In Waterloo train station, it has 24 platforms, 8 architecture, 26 food outlets, 87.1% satisfaction, 94.2 million annual footfall. It's very big train station. And in North Wales, Northwest Wales, what's this train station name? Aberystwyth station. It has 2 platforms, 6 architecture, 1 food outlets, 70.2% satisfaction, 309k annual footfall. That's Aberystwyth. I know this southeast in Chelmsford. What's this train station name? Colchester. It has 6 platforms, 6 architecture, 3 food outlets, 72% satisfaction, 4.4 million annual footfall. That's correct. It's Colchester. Oh, I know this one. When we stayed at Kettering Hotel when I was 8 years old in 2018. What's this train station name? Kettering in East Midlands Railway. Cross country. It has 4 platforms, 5 architecture, 1 food outlets, 78% satisfaction, 1.6 million annual footfall. Superb. Ooh, I know this northeast in Newcastle upon Tyne. What's this train station name? Newcastle Central Station. It has 12 platforms, 9 architecture, 6 food outlets, 88% satisfaction, 8.9 million annual footfall. Correct. In Newcastle upon Tyne. Let's do the last one. It has 55 cards. What's this train station name? Corral Station. It has 2 platforms, 3 architecture, 1 food outlets, 94% satisfaction, 14k annual footfall. That's all. We read all the Great British railway stations. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again for more videos fun. See you again with another video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? We got some so we got 855 Motorways Expressway. what's up? We're back with some more bridges fun. So here we are at A5 Menai Bridge, and there's a 20 zone. Look at the view. Bicycles by bicycles and an SOS. It's a narrow bridge with some cars only. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again with another video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more bridges fun. So here we are at Brittania Bridge. So this is a single carriageway. Just two-way in the A55 North Wales Expressway. That's the A55, that's the Brittania Bridge, and the right is the Menai Bridge.
In 600 yards, keep left.
This tower. It's amazing. A dual carriageway ahead. There's an SOS box.
Keep left and then keep left.
It's now finished. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again with another video. Bye. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and please like, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye. I will get more videos in the next year. Bye.